How did we get from, hey, send some letters for me, to I'm gonna take out her kneecap?
Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to Hayley and Stella. Today, we're going to be reacting to I, Tonya. This is going to be the very first reaction on our new channel, so this is incredibly exciting. I, Tonya is just a movie that I think we both really want to see, that we've both never seen before, kind of missed out on. We're both very big fans of Margot Robbie, because
Love
who
her.
isn't? And obviously, I mean, she's had a really great year, very clearly, but she's been killing it for years. So might watch a couple of her movies. I think that would be pretty fun. And yeah, mostly I'm just excited to get into it. I don't think there's anything else really to say. The full-length reactions is going to be up on our Patreon, so please go check that out. And yeah, let's get into I, Tonya.
Totally true.
How much of this, like, historic story do you know? Because I don't actually know a whole lot about it besides just, like, the basics.
Yeah. I mean, I know, like, what
My little man.
they were accused of.
Tanya's my fifth child from husband number 4. Drove her to competitions, practices, but to her mother's a monster.
Alice and Janie.
Jeff and Tonya wanted to take out Nancy Kerrigan. And I was the one who popped up and said, there are other ways to disable people. So, you're welcome.
Not that you're welcome.
I never apologized for growing up poor or being a redneck.
I don't actually know all that much about figure skating. Or, like, how it's
me
judged
neither.
or scored or anything like that.
I did gymnastics when I was little, but I had some friends who did figure skating, and I have no idea, like, if it's at all similar or totally different. Like, I have no idea, like you said, how it's scored. So I feel like this is gonna be either confusing or really anxiety-inducing.
I struggle just to, like, stay upright on the ice. I don't know how people do stuff like this.
Well, especially like the ones where they're spinning so incredibly fast. I would throw up.
I don't train beginners.
All she does is talk about skating all day.
How old are you, honey?
She's a soft 4.
What does that even mean?
I don't take on students this young. Now, if you'll forgive me, I have a class waiting.
I'm so stressed already. But also the fact that she's like, I don't know, maybe not even 4 and has never had any formal skating training, but just genuinely has this natural gift and loves it. Ugh. This kind of dynamic stresses me out.
Are you even trying?
Oh, is McKenna Grace?
Yes.
Always. She plays every blonde actress in Hollywood's younger self in every movie.
For her tell it, I would operate on her daily without anesthesia. One fucking time. I hit her one time with a hairbrush.
One time.
Sometimes wants to be corrected. Off the ice. She was a happy, well-adjusted girl.
Was she?
Sure.
Mom made me wear my skating costume to school. Because they were taking school pictures. She said we could use the samples for competition.
Oh.
Margie Sussman called us white trash. Mom told me.
Spit in her milk.
I hope you didn't do that.
Not yet.
Oh my gosh.
There's like so much to unpack. And
Red
more
flag after red
just
flag.
constantly being revealed.
What's she need a fucking fur coat for?
It's a question of fitting in.
She's 12. She lands fucking triples. And I'm not throwing my money away so she can fit in with these little shits.
There's more to life than
Holy
skating,
shit.
though.
Didn't have a lot of fun.
This is
growing
such a
up. I mean,
real, like,
We never went to Disney.
manager-mom dynamic.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
This is like the same sensation as watching Dance Moms, but
Dance
it
Moms,
feels-
100%.
It feels more real.
I thought you'd never leave.
Sorry.
Yeah, this was kind of coming.
Take me with you.
No, I can't watch her cry. She's such a good actress.
You're not gonna leave me here. Daddy? Take me with you!
Bro.
Oh no.
that?
Got real so fast, and then we skipped like 10 years.
And suddenly, yeah, I know.
Hey.
Do you like food?
Mom's not gonna be happy about this.
Had I told Jeff, you can do better, man, no one would be talking about the two of them today.
Jeff was my first date ever. And my mom came.
Of course she did. Why wouldn't she? Oh, it's so awkward.
You a gardener or a flower, John?
It's Jeff.
In a relationship, there's a flower.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
This one can't garden to save her life. You're gonna have to do all the gardening there, fella. You two fuck yet?
Oh my god.
She's so psychoanalytical too, though. I hate it. She's a very, very acute manipulator.
You need me to tighten up before you reconnect.
She gonna fix his car for him? Oh, that's it. He'll be sold.
My parents had me quit school so I could concentrate on skating.
It's like your superpower.
So,
This is epitome of awkward teenagers.
I'm kind of surprised how well they're pulling it off, because they're probably both like, I don't know,
In their
late
30s?
20s. They're in their 30s now. At this movie,
yeah, true.
probably still. I'm like, they don't totally look like teenagers, but you're like, no, I believe it.
Well, you know, I feel like teenagers in like the 80s looked older than I ever did as a teenager.
There's like a whole theory about that. Sorry, there's a YouTube route. You
You're not having a conversation. You're just fucking yelling at me.
Hey!
Oh, okay. Already. Oh, we're here already.
but then started hitting me a few months in.
I knew this was going to happen at some point, just because this is this kind of movie. I just thought it would take longer.
First boy I ever loved. The only catch.
Oh my gosh.
I never hit her. She hit me up, cracked the wallet, fired a gun at me too.
I never did this.
That comes later. We're still happy now.
Oh my gosh.
That shiner through your makeup, you know.
Well, if you only
frustrating.
know a dysfunctional relationship, then you're gonna be in a dysfunctional relationship. How much skating did Margot Robbie do for this movie, I wonder?
I know she definitely did some, but I also know that there was like CGI used because people complained about it. I'm not like good enough at noticing that stuff to see anything, but I also know nothing about skating. Like that, this giant jump spin. I don't know that that's Margot Robbie.
Shocker, Mom isn't clapping.
Every penny I make, every penny goes to your skating. And
Said I was sorry.
that's supposed to be smart.
Stop it. Fucking let me do anyway.
Show me a family that doesn't have ups and downs.
Tonya needed to get away from
So Elsa Ginny is
What?
like the scariest person I've ever met, pretty much.
college or
my gosh.
Air Force, and I didn't care.
Is she gonna make her own costumes?
Tonya.
Uh-oh.
Hey, how do I get a fair shot here? Because I'm up at 5 every morning working.
Empowered speech.
I outskated him today.
We also judge on presentation. You can come up with $5,000 for a costume for me, then I won't have to make one. Suck my dick.
Oh, girly, that's not a good look.
I don't know though. I understand her frustration. Like,
Yeah, it's not fair when other people have thousands of
It's
dollars to
not.
spend on costumes.
it's also frustrating that the sport even gets
If you dress,
diminished to appearance when for her it's not about that at all.
I want you to be a better competitor. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time.
Fucking fired, Diane! That wasn't my fault.
I wonder where she learned that behavior.
Do dumb things when you're young. Like marrying Jeff.
This whole movie just like has made me. I keep feeling like I want to throw up a little bit every time new development develops.
The wedding was nice.
It's just too real.
It made sense at the time.
It's a lovely, lovely wedding dress, though. How beautiful. The costumes in this movie throughout are really good. Oh, that's so well lit.
Oh, I know.
She literally like, walked in and the light got dark and cold.
The darkness.
Aaron, the first idiot who says you're pretty.
Hi, Mom.
Wow.
Even understand how insanely difficult it is to attempt a triple axel.
I don't know if I can do this 30.
Hey, Tonya. You suck. She comes. White Castle.
No woman in the history.
People in this movie are just terrible. The worst.
Ignore him. Hey, hey. I'm gonna show him.
You suck. Hey, Tonya. You suck.
Does this heckler not have anything better to do?
Yeah, he keeps going.
Here now is Tonya Harding.
Oh my gosh, it's even worse than I imagined.
That literally put a pit in my stomach.
And the question is whether 3 moves into the program she will do a triple axel.
A spinny thing.
I'm like, what is even the triple axel?
So a spinny
She did it.
thing.
I proved everyone wrong.
I hope she actually gets a good score. I'm scared.
I was loved.
That's so upsetting.
There were people standing up. I knew I was the best figure skater in the world. Sorry, no one ever really asks me about this anymore.
Ouch.
Good acting. The other. Okay, I'll just say it after Jeff shuts up. Oh. No, the other thing is this is all from like interviews, so it feels so verbatim, and that also hurts.
After the triple,
everything changed.
everything changed.
The Jeff I fell in love with was gone.
Bye, Jeff.
Tonya is coming in second at World Championships and winning Skate America.
Nancy and I were friends, okay? And what kind of friggin' person bashes in their friend's knee?
What an interesting mystery this is.
And how could you file a restraining order on me? Huh? She hung up.
No, she didn't.
Mrs. Eckhart, do you mind dialing that number back?
Local, Ma.
Okie dokie.
Oh, this poor sweet lady.
I
Is
know.
getting too caught up in this.
Don't let her get the last word, man.
This man very clearly does not care about limitations or laws.
Like the law, yeah.
I've been a co-op specialist in Switzerland and Europe. Mind control may be necessary, which I've been practicing in Kenya.
What is this man even saying?
So we blend and we disappear.
Tonya! Fuck you!
That's it? We drove all this way for that?
I wanted to be loved. I went back. Second, we were back together. Everything went to shit.
I'm shocked.
First and only woman to do the triple axel is everything you've been working for. Yeah.
Oh. I don't know how athletes do it when there's so much pressure on like one routine.
Yeah.
Well, this is gonna make or break your career.
Now her opening move, a
It's also like stressful for people to know what you're going to attempt. They know exactly how it's meant to be done, exactly how it's meant to look.
No woman has attempted and completed a triple axel in Olympic competition.
I don't know enough about history to know if she does it or not.
So I'd broken off my skate blade and they put it back on a little off. So
Okay, it's not looking great.
off.
Ooh, ouch.
All of them. I mean, that wasn't my fault.
Okay, girl.
This is a very, there's a lot of like tongue-in-cheek
Fourth behind Nancy.
stuff going on, which is
And,
interesting. I appreciate
I
it.
was
But it's so
really, it just wasn't fucking fair.
I think you need to maybe no more competitions ever. Just like go skate on like a nice thickly frozen lake.
For fun. Do it for fun.
Exactly.
Said that. I never even said that.
Get in the house.
I'm not going inside with you. Why would I go inside? Ow! Swear to God!
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm vibing. Is it Supertramp, I think, is this band? I'm just gonna vibe to the music.
The authorities on
you've
him the
never
whole
been able to
summer.
be in the same house together.
I was
Girl.
filing
You should not have ever gone back.
Yeah, she knows. We know.
I divorced him.
Better separate.
Bye-bye.
But somehow I don't think it's the last we'll see of him.
This is a very, like, relatable, raw, like, depiction of just any abusive situations.
Oh, don't open the door.
I don't.
Okay.
No, she's
Good.
locking. I don't like this. I don't like this.
Off. I'm calling the cops, okay? Jack, get the fuck out of my hair. Get the...
You want me to kill you?
You're gonna put a fucking gun in my...
Oh, stop. Oh my gosh.
Stand back!
Did it ricochet and hit her?
I think so. Or something hit her.
Or like grazed the side of her face?
Yeah.
How can you stop the rain from the world? I'm gonna need you to get out of the car.
What do you expect, bro? She's blood all over her face.
Yeah, what did you think was gonna happen?
Took 2 guns out of the truck and alcohol, and then just laced me there with him.
Kind of like a Christian would you?
Oh my god.
When you come in 4th, you don't get endorsement deals.
I'm like, who is dead?
Her old coach?
Yeah.
This lady.
You look well.
I don't like any of these ladies.
I know. Everything is so dysfunctional. Everything and everyone.
The next Olympics are going to be in 2 years. Lose the blue nail polish? The world is giving you a second chance. I know you don't believe in them, but I do.
Crazy that they're like, well, we'll give you a lower score because you have blue nail polish on.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, like, we're back in it. And so, sure, part of her maybe will be happier because she'll be back to doing the thing that she likes.
Mm-hmm.
But again, for the wrong people.
Excuse me. Sir?
Stop trying to talk to the judges.
It's not the image that we want to portray. We need to see a wholesome American family.
I could pull that out of my ass.
Uh-oh.
I just wanted to see you. Was anything I did ever good enough for you?
You were soft. You should be thanking me, not blaming me.
She's so adamant. Like,
I was a
She can't ever be
kid.
wrong.
Did you ever love me?
yeah, it's
or
impossible to argue with people
anything?
like that.
You think Sonia Henny's mother loved her?
That wasn't the question.
You're a monster.
I was pretty surprised when Tonya called me. Me still thought that the sun rose and set with her.
Girl, you couldn't have, like, found literally anybody else.
Not until she gets some
figured it was just the
closure,
3
some
weeks.
healing
And the
from all
second
the
I made the
everything.
team, I was-
She's just running from all her problems.
Everyone remembers the incident differently. The press got everything wrong.
I've received a death threat against you.
Yeah.
Fellas, what's the play here?
Oh, so she didn't skate.
What if I do the same thing to Nancy Kerrigan? Only right before nationals.
Yeah, to sort of even the playing field.
No. Oh my god.
That's not the
Did
lesson
he, like,
to take from
confess
this.
all of this?
A lot of the judges
It feels
are
like they
corrupt.
must have
It's
gotten a full
not
confession.
exactly
Because this is a
turning
lot of like
Someone
very
did it to
specific
Tonya.
planned details.
Mm-hmm.
Figure I'm gonna mail some letters to screw with her head.
You cannot mail letters from here. I know a guy.
This is a lot of work for a very bad idea.
Derek. All in, you're probably looking at $1,000. You really ought to let me handle everything.
No. This actor plays the same terrifying, creepy character in anything he said.
Sean's guys.
Our machine is so old, we can't completely understand it.
Nancy Kerrigan trains at Tuna Can Arena. She just said that.
Tuna Can Arena.
And what time? Got it. Tony Kent.
Thank you. Tony Kent.
Tony Kent Arena.
Not Tuna Can.
Not Tuna Can.
FBI found this piece of paper. Nancy's training schedule.
I told the FBI that Tonya was in on planning it. The plan was to mail some letters. It was never supposed to be an assault.
So what went wrong? What went wrong? Because we just
Yeah.
wanted to scare her, which in and of itself is a terrible plan already.
All they had to do is mail letters someplace. I'm not giving them more money. Sweetie, the death threat's off.
Whatever.
Whoa, you cannot call this thing off.
So nonchalant.
You still want this to happen, right?
I don't care, Sean. I clearly have bigger shit to fry.
Fish to fry, not shit to fry. Shit to fry.
She could take you out, dude. Don't. Dude, you're so suspicious.
I know, really. This is like the most suspicious man I've ever seen. He's like looking all over the place.
Hey, which one's Kerrigan?
You don't even know which one? You can turn on any TV and figure that out, dude.
Why
Do you
would
use your head
okay.
when you have a baton in your hand?
Really? Yeah. Why? What was the point of... Wait, what was the point of that?
Yeah.
Jeff, it broke her knee. Jeff, I'm telling you, forget the death threat.
On Saturday night, she was practicing for that performance.
But why?
This is crazy. How did we get from, hey, send some letters for me, to I'm gonna take out her kneecap?
Well, yeah, who in the chain? Where did this miscommunication happen? Was it this dude? This asshole? What is his name? I don't even remember.
What the hell, Sean?
Dude, on what planet did they ask you to do that, Sean?
Nobody was supposed to get hurt.
I had to handle this and make sure it happened. Look, I'm Tanya's bodyguard, and now all the other
This man is absolutely terrifying.
This was always the plan. I was the one who called the death threat on Tonya.
What?
What?
That's not that. Yes, I'm not surprised.
Oh. Sean, you are the worst.
I proved that today.
Yeah, seriously.
Get those guys out of Detroit, okay? Shane and Derek, they're just stuck there.
He had a crowbar, and he had a group of people that were...
This is the moment where you're able to contain your rage and not
I know.
hit someone.
She has most definitely earned herself a place on the U.S. Olympic team.
Shane Stand was clueless. He waited outside the arena in Massachusetts, moved his car every 15 minutes to avoid suspicion.
Oh my gosh. To avoid suspicion. You think you wouldn't get caught?
Yeah, really.
So many people saw you.
Later, we found out they left a trail, phone records, bank records.
Next time you pull off a hit, son, don't put it on visa.
Oh my gosh.
Get wrecked.
Before this blows up, we gotta
Thank
get
you.
our story straight.
The attack.
We're with the FBI.
I knew this was gonna happen. I was like, we're not getting into an elevator and everything's fine.
I mean, I was asleep, and Jeff wasn't even here.
I was asleep, too, in Oregon, which is in Portland, in Oregon.
He's like, we gotta play it so cool. And he's being the most suspicious. Tanya's playing it cool.
Did the FBI speak to you?
I mean, they talk to everybody. Everything's fine.
Shit's right,
His
man. We
mess.
outsmarted her.
Guys,
You want to tell me what happened, Sean? Who did you talk to?
Nobody. The Kerrigan thing, that was my crew.
Yeah,
Ugh.
really. Yep.
That's what gets us inside the ring. Man,
wow.
my hitman Wax Kerrigan.
I gotta know if this is real. Any of this.
Sean Eckhart.
I brought you boys some nice tea.
Oh, his mom is just so sweet. She doesn't deserve
really.
this, Sean.
What can you tell us about Tonya Harding?
I don't know a Tony Harding.
Aren't you her bodyguard?
Be careful when you play dumb. You can't play that dumb.
Sean?
Jeff did it. Jeff Gooley did it.
Sold him out like that. Not that I'm surprised, but dang.
Stupid Sean.
Don't answer it.
Because Jeff is not going to be able to really explain anything either beyond what Sean has told him.
Jeff Kalili speaking.
You gotta pay me my money.
Where do you want to meet?
The Golden Buddha?
Every character in this movie is just the worst.
You want to go to that bar?
No. Sit down.
No poker face at all.
FBI, they know something is up.
Are you trying to tell me you had something to do with the Nancy Kerrigan thing? Don't say another word, or I'll be forced to go to the authorities.
He knows the FBI are listening.
It's only his word against ours. And you and I gotta stick together. But right now, we gotta get our story straight.
It's not her story, though.
They've arrested Sean. He's saying that it was all your idea, Jeff.
There's more to this than you're telling me, isn't there?
What did you do? What did you actually
Stop! That's when I knew.
Was she going to the FBI by herself?
He's never admitted to me that he actually did it. I knew he planned it. And he had it done.
Ooh.
Tonya Harding, 23 years old.
23. She's so young. Oh my god.
I forgot this whole time, you guys. But yeah, you know, wait, what? He like kicks down doors on the daily.
I know. He kicked down your door.
Yeah, well, the FBI showed me your transcript.
Okay, FBI, that was really dumb of you.
That's just
because
cheating.
You're gonna show the man
Fucking liars.
who his wife has had multiple restraining orders put out against him. You're gonna show him that she gave him up. Really smart, FBI.
You're all I ever wanted.
Girl,
Stop.
you cannot fall for this. Come on.
She won't. We're too far in. I really don't want to believe she will.
Oh, she just went out the window.
Tonya. Honey?
I don't know. I
Go out the window. Just
really think that you
leave.
should just
Come on.
kill yourself.
Wow, was it?
I was not expecting that.
There's this feeling out there.
I keep thinking
the one who is power
I know where it's
mad,
going, and then it gets a little more real. Yeah, it just keeps.
Professional bodyguard and an international counterterrorism expert.
But Sean,
No,
you don't.
Sean, you're just crazy.
But Sean, we checked, and you don't.
But
I do.
reality is no.
Another banger.
Kind of surprised there's still so much support for her.
Yeah,
Another day of practice for skater Tonya Harding. She's still working out every day right here.
If they believe her.
Expecting she'll compete later this month at the Olympics in Norway.
I was like, she looks like Barbie. She is Barbie.
This poor guy is like on the verge of having a complete breakdown all the time.
Once I knew about it and didn't report it and try to cover it all up, guilty.
Tanya's mom put out a red velvet rope in front of her house, and we did.
She really put it out there?
And they listened
That
to her,
is
man.
so extra.
I thought being famous was gonna be fun.
That's what everybody thinks at first.
Media scrutiny and pressure to withdraw from the Olympic team. Kerrigan also was back on the ice this week.
So what's new?
Like your hair pulled back like that. You look young.
This is the last thing we need.
What do you want?
I'm on your side. There's a big crowd out there.
She just wants to be back in the spotlight.
I'm
You're
right
doing
on
good.
cue. Now you're valuable to me.
Proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna manipulate you further.
She probably waited her whole life to hear those words.
Mom?
Oh no.
Thanks.
Can't even give your daughter a hug.
Hey, did you know about the attack?
She trying to record.
What do you... Stop it!
She got you.
Mm-hmm.
Get out! Gilman, everything I said!
Okay.
They towing her car?
Her tires flattened and her truck towed sometimes, so we can get a picture, you know?
Dude, that's so...
The whole entire world was waiting for this showdown between me and Nancy. I made the team.
And now the public address is announcing Tonya Harding's name.
Tonya Harding, after the warm-up, had a problem with her laces.
Is it gonna hold?
Do you want to try?
Doesn't matter, just...
It matters. Oh, that looks so loose too. I'm sure they exaggerated it for the movie, but like, I at least what I know, when you ice skate, it's got to be tight.
My lace breaks, which I guess is my fault, but really kind of isn't.
Always, it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
I did my best, and I got 8.
You're hereby sentenced to 3 years probation. Immediate resignation from the U.S. Figure Skating Association, banning...
You're never gonna let me skate again? All I know is skating. I am no one if I can't.
Only a few months, from start to finish. I got up one morning before
That's
I went to
crazy.
jail, and
Yeah.
the press was leaving.
The press moves on to the next big story.
Once I was banned from figure skating for life, I didn't have...
What's she gonna do?
I was the second most known person behind Bill Clinton in the world. And people still wanted to see me.
She's gonna do boxing?
So I became a lady boxer. Violence was always what I knew anyway.
Yeah, it does kind of tracks.
That's the story of my life. And that's the fucking truth.
Alrighty. That was I, Tonya.
Wow.
That was depressing as hell, man.
It really was. Like, I
was
knew
really
it was going to
sad.
be about, like, her, you know, or about the whole thing of, you know, taking out
Yeah.
Nancy Kerrigan's knees. But, like, this movie was really, really, really sad.
Yeah, no, really sad and really unfair.
other
And,
reasons,
like, frustrating. And again, like, did not know a lot going in. So if there were, like, liberties that were taken with the story, I don't know. I didn't pick up on them because I don't know enough about the actual story. But, like, it's so frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's incredibly frustrating. And it's really depressing because it was so real and they spent probably the first hour, I would say, developing just Tanya's, like, relationships with her abusers, both her mom and Jeff. And like, beyond that, with a lot of other people. But, like... It took so long to develop that, which hurted. Yeah. that was my A plus English.
Yeah, wow. Oh, I was so mad at, like, everybody. Like, every single
Really?
character was so infuriating. For all, you know, different reasons.
Because they were all so selfish.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I was just kind of like, there weren't a lot of characters besides, like, the central ones, at least in Tanya's life. You know, she could have used, like, a really great female best friend. That was the vibe that I just kept getting the whole time. It's like, oh, she needs a good girlfriend.
She needs a
to, like,
positive
chit-chat with.
influence somewhere.
She really does. So it's the fact that there are so many characters, and yet from, like, every single direction is just negativity.
Mm-hmm.
It was so real because, like, so much of who you are is who you're surrounded with.
Yeah.
And especially, like, if you genuinely love to do something, you'll sacrifice being around nice people. You'll say, oh, well, this is just the industry that I'm getting into, like, blah, blah, blah. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, like, dancers do it. You know, you know,
Yeah.
people who start in ballet, and it's incredibly... There's an incredible amount of pressure put on you from a really young age. And I'm sure it's the same with figure skating. But, like, it can kind of kill your dream. It kills your love for it a little bit. And it is. It's its own form of like abusive relationship. It's just kind of more normalized because it's like in pursuit of your dream, in pursuit of your passion or the thing that makes you happy. You just have to suffer. You have to work really hard and you have to sacrifice things and you have to whatever. And I personally don't believe that's true. But I think that's a mindset that we are kind of just starting to shed and grow out of. And so, I don't know, hearing like a mom figure echo those replies is real. I was having this conversation earlier with some friends about like manager parents. Ooh, and how wildly scary momagers. It's a very, very scary undertaking, which is not to say that there's no possible way to do it. Like you could absolutely be a healthy parent with a child who's successful in like a performing industry. However, just the idea of it, why would someone want so badly for their child to succeed like that?
I mean, there's a lot of people who, live vicariously through their children. And a lot of them are like, well, if you're in the spotlight and I'm managing you, it's almost like I'm in the spotlight with you. Or it's, I can take credit for making you into this thing that everybody loves.
Or like, I never had the chance. I grew up. Well, yeah, it's interesting too because I feel like this film highlighted as well. Like she did not grow up wealthy. She didn't grow up with a lot of money, and that came back to bite her in the ass in her career because people expected her to have money. But you kind of get the impression as well that her mom, who's terrifying, by the way, like gives me the chills, that her mom probably came from even less. And so she's like extra stressed. She's like, we have to make sure that you have a good life because my parents didn't set me up to be successful and blah, 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 blah. She just completely ignors the emotional, mental, physical well-being aspect of the other parts of being successful. Yeah. But I don't know, you do get that impression without it being too obvious of like the passed down trauma, the generational trauma, ding, 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 buzzword. Yeah. But it's not too heavy-handed. Like, I felt like this was a pretty down-to-earth movie. And, like, yay for realism, ouchie for...
Ouch for realism.
Ouchie for impact, because, it was so real, it was so raw. In conclusion, it hurted.
Yes. Honestly, that sums it up really well.
I don't have the ability to, if I had Letterboxd, those would be all my reviews, would be Ed Harded.
Ouch.
Ouchie. Didn't
Ouch.
like.
Ouch, 5 stars.
Anyways, I think let's wrap this video up. As always, the full-length reaction, if you'd like to watch it, is going to be on our Patreon. So please go check that out. It'll be down in the description. The description? What the heck is a description?
In the description, for sure.
In the description. As always, thank you guys for watching, being us. We're gonna start that again. As always, thank you guys for being here with us, especially because this is our first reaction on the channel. We really hope that you enjoy it. We hope you enjoy the new format, all the new stuff we're gonna be doing. Any support is appreciated. I'm just really excited to be watching movies again with Hayley. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good week.